Hello, good day to yous. Welcome back to Dishonored. I am tired. Missions, eh? I guess I can just run the game as I see fit. Well, let's just get back to the story. Remove the way. No, High Overseer Campbell leads the city's militant religious faction and is a close ally to the Lord Regent. Campbell is completely corrupt and holds the secret to Emily's location. Infiltrate the office of the High Overseer, steal Campbell's journal, and eliminate him. An ally to the Loyalists, Martin is being held there. Free him and allow him to escape. Right, some lady, part of this resistance that we've, I guess, surreptitiously joined, wants us to save her dad. Hopefully that goes well. So I got my sleep bolts, I got regular bolts. I can teleport short distances, I can see through walls. And I can see some interesting targets with this thing. Oh, pointed out the wall of light too. Alright, well that bone charm's just around the corner.
If you decide to go up Clavering, don't let the guards spot you.
I'll try not to. Rat. Delicious. Thought I saw somebody standing over there.
Let's go. It's nearly midnight. But easy, damn it. Keep them in the boat. Canal's got enough shit in it as it is.
Hey!
What is it?
I think that last one was moving.
What?
Yeah, the little one.
Not possible. I inspected them myself. Keep working.
Gully ain't moving no more.
I almost don't want to let these guys go unharmed.
All these rats crawling all over everything.
1, 2, 3, heave!
Good. Keep them coming.
I don't have a map of this place, do I? Not one that I can see.
1, 2, 3, heave!
Sorry, I can't help you. I don't know this area well.
Yeah, don't mind me. I definitely just ran up behind you with the intent to knock you out. Didn't know you were just a person.
Contact with an infected or weeping individual, you are required to remain in isolation for 2 continuous days. If signs of infection occur, report for transport to the flooded district.
Hey, you're the one who's digging around in it.
Better them than us. At least some of them had money. 1, 2, 3, heave!
Good. Keep them coming.
1, 2, 3, heave! One, two, three, heave! I bet we'll see.
Shoot. Oh, back here, eh? Alright, well, I can speed through this.
Let's go. It's nearly midnight. But easy, damn it. Keep them in the boat. Canal's got enough shit in it as it is.
Hey,
What is it?
I think that last one was moving.
What?
Yeah, the little one.
Not possible. I inspected them myself. Keep working.
Well, he ain't moving no more. One, two, three.
Good. Keep them
heave!
coming.
Wait for him to walk over here and wait
One,
for those guys to be
two,
turning the other
three,
way.
Heave!
Oh god, why is that so hard? Am I just not allowed to get him? Maybe I should just run past them. They're not horribly attentive.
Let's go. It's nearly midnight. But easy, damn it. Keep them in the boat. Canal's got enough shit in it as it is.
Or I'm not getting close enough. Oof.
Hey,
Nasty
What is it?
rat. Get
I
away.
think that last one was moving.
What?
Yeah, the little one.
Not possible. I inspected them myself. Keep working.
Well, he ain't moving no more. One, two, three.
Good.
Heave!
Keep them coming.
I haven't picked up possession yet, have I? No.
Half the block dead from the police. Better them than us. At least some of them had money. Yeah, and the sick
How do I
ones go
get
into
in
cages
here
in the
otherwise?
flooded district.
Couple of them didn't look too sick.
Can't take chances. They even look a little green around the gills. So off they go. One, two, three, heave!
I might not be able to do anything from up here.
One, two, three, heave!
it specifically I needed for these? It was runes, right? Possession requires 2 more.
Good. Keep them coming.
There's a bone charm underneath me, so I can come back for that later. There's a rune over there. There's a rune over there. I guess that's what I'm gonna have to do. Well, let's, I'm not sure if I can get down safely from here, but let's test jumping into water.
3, heave!
Yeah, pretty safe. As long as I don't get bit by an eel. What, is that something? Oh, so it is. Dear Gwen, the city is going to burn. I sold everything, so there's nothing for me here now except you. I'll wait for you where Clavering Boulevard crumbles into the river, where we used to meet. We'll take the money I've made and bribe our way onto a passing whale ship. I won't leave without you. And if you won't come, I'd rather be rat food. Love, Arthur. Clavering Boulevard crumbles into the river.
Attention Dunwall citizens.
Yay, a map. Okay, Clavering Boulevard is just a little bit ahead. Halger Square, probably not where I'm going right now. The Golden Cat. Old Dunwall Distillery.
This is a special announcement from our Honorable Lord Regent.
This is the Lord Regent speaking. It is with regret that I announce that my term as Lord Regent has been extended through the month of harvest. And
Oh no, the
potentially
rats!
beyond. In addition, in this
You can get past this wall of light in a number of ways. Disable it by removing the whale oil tank. Climb the crates to the right to use the roof. Yeah, to circumvent it. Find another path by following the streets to the right. Or possess a rat and use the small tunnel to the left.
crisis.
Well, I
The
can't possess
overseers
rats
of
yet.
The Abbey of the Everyman remain in service to the state and are empowered to enforce order whenever.
Oh, that reminds me. I've got a number of objectives here, including side objectives. Spare Captain Curno. Talk to Granny Rags.
And wherever necessary. We owe our thanks to High Overseer
Well, she's not too far away, so I guess I can go
for
meet
the
her.
generous loan of their services.
Yeah, but before that, I'm going to cause some mischief. Where'd that guard go? There he is. Nah, quit looking this way.
Attention Dunwall citizens. The following businesses have been closed.
I wouldn't think people would just be leaving that stuff in the street, considering how
Barrow's
important it
Barbershop
is.
and Surgery, the Duke and Dancer Ale House,
Send
Merritt's
us food,
Printing
not
Firm,
bullets.
Pennyworth's Tack and Saddle Emporium, and the Smoke Street Dice Hall.
Somebody looking at me?
How did it pass me by? All the others down with the sickness.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. Report all deceased family members to the local dead counter. Unreported deaths are a punishable offense.
Granny, 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 come out with me instead. Granny, 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 you can't because you're dead. Oh no, that's not a nice thing. Just garbage. Garbage, 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 garbage. All of it. I think the little birdies are sad today.
Yum. Good stuff in here, Granny.
Knives go on the left. They've always gone on the left. You never listen. Granny, 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 come out with me instead. Dear?
Hello,
Is
ma'am.
that you, my dear husband? My eyes aren't what they used to be. Have you seen my little birdies? The dear things must be starving without their granny. Here, birdies. Here. Oh, my. I think I have gentlemen callers again, but not the way I used to, not the nice ones. I hear them, and they're not very polite ones either. Granny Rags, let us in. Ah, well, they'll go away again if they know what's good for them. But what a bother. Here's the key to the front door, love. You'll see to those ruffians, won't you?
I don't see why not.
I told you tonight.
Let us in, Granny.
I bet she can't even hear us.
You never listen.
She's blind.
Not deaf. We're here to do your washing. She's not stupid either.
Oh, no.
Have it your way. We're here to take your money, Granny.
Garbage. All.
We're wasting our time. How much could she have? She jigs and crash for a living. Let's get it straight. I'm dry as an overseer's spray.
Door's open.
Been digging for 80 years. Must have found something.
Granny.
Up here, you damn it! Somebody!
And just like that.
I told you the knives go on the left. They've always gone on the left. You never listen.
Dealt with them.
Oh, my dear. I knew you'd help me with those ill-mannered boys. My brave man. Listen, Granny has a birthday present for you.
Ooh.
I got it from the outsider, and now I'm giving it to you. Go on. It's upstairs. On the vanity. I think you'll cut a nice figure with it. Remember how we used to dance? Our parties were even grander than those at the Boyle Manor. Everyone wanted to come.
What's in
Oh,
this
no,
room?
that's not a nice thing. Just garbage. Garbage. All of it.
Hmm. I'll check out
Yes,
that
I would
next.
indeed.
Oh. Put out the candles to create a better cover.
I hope you
Woo.
like the little gift I got for you. It's the least I could do for turning those louts away. I can't bear these Bottle Street children. Ruffians, every last one of them. Rotten apples. And that slack-jaw is the worst of the lot. You know what I just thought of? You could do something else for me. Another little favor. And I'd give you another present. Another lovely rune carved from the bones of a dead whale. Do you remember my doctor, dear? Dr. Galvani? Now there was a clever man. He's got all sorts of nasty rat guts and disease in his laboratory. Wouldn't it be a shame if some of that mess found its way into the Bottle Street Gang's elixir still? That'd teach him. See to it, dear. I'll find you another present just like the first.
How can I turn down a
Galvani
request
lives
from
on
my
Clavering
granny?
Boulevard. Or at least he used to. Those were the days. Now run off. My baby birdies are hungry. So precious. But they're shy. You'll have to go or they won't come.
What do you mean by that, Granny?
Granny, 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 come out with me instead. Granny, 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 you can't because you're dead. If I
Oh, where are
was
you
a
off to now,
bird, I
Granny?
would do that. Yes, I would indeed. I told you the knives go on the left. They've always gone on the left. You never listen. Get out.
Are you gonna be mad at me if I pick this up?
Granny, come out with me.
Be careful, Corvo. They call her Granny Rags. You wouldn't recognize her real name, or even the name of her family, but an emperor begged for her hand once, and rich young men fought each other for her favor. I watched her consider them all, measure their worth, and find them wanting.
She settled
Then
down eventually.
she made a different choice. You're on your way to face the High Overseer, the leader of a great cult dedicated to loathing me. What will you do, I wonder?
Instead, Granny, 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 you can't because you're dead.
Well, I've got enough stuff to turn into a rat now. Possession. LT to physically merge with any animal's body for a limited time. End possession by pressing LT again. If your host were to die, you would endure the same fate. Small animals can't survive the possession process. Oh, so once I've taken over a rat, they're doomed to die. Oh well. Level 2, I can possess people. Too clumsy to do anything but basic actions like opening doors or carrying objects.
Chew. Granny has work to do.
And now I can possess the rats.
Attention Dunwall citizens. This is a special announcement.
No one would
from
mind if
our
a
honorable
rat
Lord
were
Regent.
to cross this
This
bridge.
is the Lord Regent speaking. It is with regret that I announce that my
One,
term
two,
as Lord
three,
Regent has been
heave!
extended through the month of harvest and potentially beyond. In addition to this continuing crisis, the overseers of the Abbey of the Everyman remain in service to the state.
Power is
Nah, where's my little buddy? Yum, delicious rat. Death in the month of songs. She was shy in the month of hearths, hiding from my scented letters, a sun-dappled cure for my loneliness. She was smiling in the month of rain, eating figs straight from the tree, a dream of sailing around the isles. She was wed in the month of clans, to her sailor's cousin from Culero, a shrill bird drilling in my chest. She was dying in the month of songs, struck by a disease from the east, a terrible kiss on her distant lips. New bone charm. Darren and Gwen. I found your letter, didn't I? Nope, wrong person. Alright, well, what's this new bone charm do? Move slightly faster while carrying corpses. That sounds kind of handy. If I don't intend to get into combat, then probably that one? Traps can still go off, and I can still get hit by explosions, though. Oh man, I may have been able to circumvent that. Oh well. Any more reason to be... Oh, also this. Oh well. You guys are gonna pick up those bodies that missed the boat, right? God, I keep accidentally tapping the pad on this controller and it's sending me spiraling.
Please, no, 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 no!
I just want to talk.
Please help me!
Attention, Dunwall citizens. The following businesses have been closed and impounded by the state due to contamination. Barrow's Barbershop and Surgery, the Duke and Dancer Ale House, Merritt's Printing Firm, Pennyworth's Tack and Saddle Emporium, and the Smoke Street Dice Hall.
Alright, I can zoom as well.
Huh?
guess I am a little bit faster. Oh, asleep at your post. What are you doing? Notes to Sergeant Hayburn. All the Wall of Light components have been delivered to your station, and I expect it to be functional before midnight. You also have been provided with several spare whale oil tanks, should the need arise. Last, it's come to my attention that various watchmen continue adolescent practice known as rat burning. Remember, whale oil is not cheap. Please keep your men under control. Captain Curnow. Rewire tool. Disable security devices or make them work in your favor by using a rewire tool on the circuitry panel for the security device you want to hack. Rewire walls of light. That sounds deadly. Arc pylons. I think those were also deadly. And watchtowers will harm your enemies instead of you, while rewired alarms will be fully disabled. Those are the ones I'm going to want. And spring razors. Can be attached to any surface by aiming at it and pressing LT. You'll be triggered as an enemy approaches, throwing up a cloud of shrapnel. Probably just rats. I believe I removed the tank. And he didn't even attempt to put it back.
Target, slow off.
They can do anything you say. I don't give a rat's ass. I really don't. They took my uncle's business over there. 7 stricture bullshit. Don't.
Yeah, I still want that there.
Watching how they operate. This dice. City Watch owns these streets. That's not
Just those two.
The oil in these things doesn't...
Attention Dunwall citizens. This is a special announcement from our Honorable Lord Regent.
This is the Lord Regent speaking. It is with regret that I announce that my term as Lord Regent has been extended through the month of harvest and potentially beyond. In addition, in this continuing crisis, the overseers of the Abbey of the Everyman remain in service to the state and are empowered to enforce order whenever and wherever necessary. We owe our thanks to High Overseer Campbell for the generous loan of their services.
Ah, shoot.
Attention Dunwall citizens.
Oh, geez, you're quick.
Clavering Boulevard has been designated a restricted travel area. Any citizens are liable to search or imprison.
It's kind of rough, isn't it?
They took my uncle's business over there. 7 stricture bullshit.
Don't be stupid. I've been watching how they operate. They're disciplined.
The City Watch owns these streets. That's not gonna change.
The oil must be gone.
The oil in these things doesn't last long enough.
Oh, did that kill him? That looks like that killed him.
I don't give took my uncle's business over there. 7 strictures bullshit.
Don't be stupid. I've been watching how they operate. They're disciplined.
The City Watch owns these streets. That's not gonna change.
I suppose I could just leave these guys alone. I don't have to knock them out.
Doesn't last long enough.
Do you even have anything on you? No, not particularly. And this is nothing. So where are my other objectives at this point? Oh, there's a bone charm right there.
I'm fine. That's not what we heard. It was just a cold.
Are you sure? Because you know we have to check you over.
And there's an inspection fee. To the void with Bottle Street and to the void with you. Let me out.
Oh, you don't want to talk to us like that.
Fact is, Bottle Street is here to take its cut. So reach into your pockets and let's get this done.
Yeah, and the inspection fee. We can't help it. Just the way we do things on Bottle Street.
Is there a non-lethal way to engage multiple people without having to use my sleep darts?
Hey!
Maybe not. Oh!
Let me out! Hey! Let me out!
Well, that's handy.
I'm trapped! Hey!
Is there a way for me to open this for you? There you go.
I owe you, brother. I want to ask about the mask. I wouldn't want my face seen either, pulling a stunt like that. You know what? I'll return the favor. Come by Griff's shop. That's my business. Well, it was, at one time, but now I'm reduced to scavenging things from here and there as the city dies. If you need anything, I wouldn't mind trading for a little money. Maybe someday the plague will blow over and everything will go back to normal. But until then, it's scavenging for me.
Oh. Good luck to you, Griff.
Want to look at some of the things I found? Good prices, I swear.
Sucklaw's elixir. Bullets from the guards. Blueprints. And rewire tools. I'll take those blueprints, I think. Alright. Anything else good in here? Nah. Oh, I guess that's what I could be, doing is throwing stuff to distract people more. It's right upstairs.
Stay hidden forever. I'll find you.
Do those two guys wake up? So I thought I heard somebody. How do I get into this building? No, I'm not done here yet. Yum yum. So hungry. Oh, and there's a better way to get into Granny's place if I don't have a teleport. Teleport's really good, though. And mandatory, I believe. Is there a way to get into this building as a rat? Mother's Journal. 8th entry. It's the 4th day of the month of rain. Morris is sick, and so are the children. I've avoided it thus far, which is good fortune, since it has fallen on me to care for them. 9th entry. The city watch comes and goes, knocking on doors and asking for signs of plague. Even our neighbors cannot be trusted. Earlier, it was difficult to keep the children quiet. Now they sleep most of the time. 10th entry. The flies have set in. I try to keep them away, but I can barely get close. They sting so. Most of the time, Morris won't answer me when I try to talk to him from across the room. 11th entry. Morris is gone. I don't know what I'll do. For now, all my hope is reserved for the children. Leaving the flat for a while near dawn, I found some plague boys from a guard booth while no one was looking around. Well, no one was around. Took a while, but I got Morris into one of the bags. At least his face is covered. 12th entry. Young Robert has passed. The star of my sky is gone. Page missing. 17th entry. Elise stopped breathing in the middle of the night. She was such a headstrong girl. I can hardly believe she was overcome. She was always near as I cut up hagfish or vegetables, arguing with me about everything. 18th entry. It is the 4th day of the month of wind. It has settled in that they are lost to me. All of them. I cannot bring myself to call the dead counter. 19th entry. I have the fever now. No guards come near anymore. Timeless Children's Rhymes. They say that Jimmy Whitcomb Riley was a brawler his mates called Smiley. He ran around up and down town, pulling off every kind of crimey. On Bottle Street he hung with the boys, throwing bricks and bottles and other toys. They'd start a fight, then run and hide, breaking, laughing, far and wide. Smiley liked to eat and drink all day, and smash and bash the night away. Drunk and all alone, he drifted off a-sleepin', sitting on the bridge along John Clavering. When he awoke, something strange he found, stranger than a singing wolfhound. He'd become a blue-jawed hagfish, most slimy, and only remembered his name was Smiley. They say that Jimmy Whitcomb Riley was never seen again for all of timey, but he swam around up and down, drinking from the river, crying, "Why me?" Man, a lot of the old children's stories and nursery rhymes have such, like, horribly dark meanings, or just, like, come off that way. Can't break that window. How else am I meant to get in there? Oh, like this. Bone charms, a sailor's blessing, they say. The carving itself is a practice from long back, passed from father to son. Old man, salt to greenhorn. Father to son. Old man, salt to greenhorn, still getting his sea legs beneath him. In the old times, men cut into the tusks of ice seals and into the long, arm-long fangs of bears that roamed the isles north of Tibia. Once the whale trade began, practitioners went to engraving the bones of those great beasts, rendering charms that sing in the night and grant some small boon to a man's vigor or defense against pregnancy. Got a map. New charm. Clockwork malfunction. Enemy grenades take slightly more time to explode. Sounds good for running gun. There's a wall of light over there. One more rune. Gotta go to Galvani's office. Boop, 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 boop. I could have sworn you were just walking on your hind legs. Just like trodden along.
Look out. You got someone skulking around.
Oh, bunch of rats over there. Oh, there's a white one. I can eat you, apparently. How audible is a bottle? Not enough, it seems. I'm not quite done here. Is there even anything of note over here for me? Nothing super important. Wait, what was it? Wasn't it just... Do they only activate on walls? Do I have to be like right up to it? Well, hopefully this doesn't get me killed. Go the other way. There you go. Guess I could try running through them and taking just the white ones. Yum yum. Did that refill any mana? I don't think I saw a difference.
Someone help me out!
Ah. Nah, you saw nothing.
slippery. Check everywhere. Run, little rat.
You won't stay hidden for long. Got you now.
Yeah, screw it.
To arms! Ha!
What the heck?
Huh?
Nah, it's fine, we're fine. You just go about your business.
Oh, no. Stupid goddamn Evan son of Iron gun.
Did actually do a great job of hiding him. Guess I can do a little bit better this time. Okay, this has still been dealt with. And do I have the charm? Yeah, alright. So what are my objectives? Break into Galvani's flat on Clavering Boulevard. Still concerned about this note, though. Where Clavering crumbles into the river. You have to try a little harder than that, homie. Hello, how you doing today? Oh god, I'm stuck. There we go. I don't know what kind of thug you be, but you're out of commission now.
Cold as a whaler's gaff hand. 50 years old at least. This guy fought for the Empress.
Forget his old ass. I can't even remember the Empress. We tagged it plain. Under Clavering Street is ours. Come on. What's the take?
20. Plus 2 elixir.
Look like 25 to me.
Look here. It's 20. It's 5 each, counting boo.
You want me to check your pockets?
Let it go, kid.
Don't call me kid. You think you can cheat me?
Come on, let's get this guy!
I'm gonna dump
You just breathe fire on him? Metal.
Somebody, give me a hand.
You can't fight for shit!
Oh no, they saw me.
Got away. Somebody, get over here. Go down. Cut the Where are you? I know you're here. Someone's about to get shaped. Where'd you run off? It's just a matter of time, buddy. Someone's about to get shanked.
That's it. He's gone.
Yeah, someone's still around. Is that? Definitely somebody about. Watch it.
Man.
Keep an eye out. We got company. Huh?
Hmm.
Someone's still prowling.
Is that?
What? Definitely somebody about.
Watch, someone wants to get hurt. Someone's still prowling around.
Gotcha. Healing elixir. Long live the... You're in my way. Empress. She was a wench. How dare you. Oh man, what do I even need that heart for if it just tells me that there's a charm nearby? Yeah, it's pretty close. Use the Battle Street alleys, something to get past. Confiscated rune. Corvo Meadows. We found this strange rune on the woman who used to sell pastries up the street. Not sure how she died, but since the thing looks superstitious, we set it aside for the overseers. After your shift is over, take it to them for disposal or whatever they do with them. Don't forget. Oh, it's gone. Must have taken it. Friggin', which one was it? Don't even know. Oh shit, that's the wrong power. Just one guard? Well, I can take care of that. Oh shit, when'd you get in there? Oh, it wasn't a bone charm, it was a rune. That's why I couldn't find it. Get me some vitality. I feel like I want agility next. Just increase my mobility a bit more. Travel through the gate to Halger Square. Take the blackmail journal from High Overseer Campbell. Spare Kerno. Break into Dr. Galvani's flat on Clavering. Yeah, I think I've done everything I need to here. Unless I want to run around trying to find notes. I like the ones that I'm encountering, but I'm not going to hunt for them. Still don't know about that one note here. Ow. Rats. A little too close. Whatever. Let's move on. Higher Silver, yep. Got anything good here? Rat viscera. No, that's it.
Huh? Outsider's eyes, I'm getting spooked.
Dice.
Blow off.
You guys can just turn right around, please. You guys want to, like, not be watching this front door so hard?
Wait, did you touch the door handle to Dr. Galvani's lab?
Yeah, I think so.
The rats get their vital essences everywhere, the doctor said.
Vital essences? Does that mean guts?
I think so. So your hands need scrubbing. You're unclean.
Unclean? That's nonsense. Can't we just...
No, I told you. With rubbing alcohol or white vinegar.
All right, all right. What is he doing there all day? Ambrose says he breeds rats that carry the plague.
Your friends are ignorant. The doctor is a brilliant man. If anyone can save this city, it's him.
The royal physician is going to save us. I hear his new elixir is twice as good against the plague.
I don't understand how Galvani can admire Sokolov. Royal physician or not, I hear Telly's a beast. A superstitious philanderer who spends more time with prostitutes than he does in the laboratory.
Is this what it's going to be like when we're married? It is, isn't it?
I hope not. I'm telling you now, I don't have the endurance for it.
Nice. No, stupid goddamn dumbass.
What? Oh no!
Shoot. Shouldn't have even bothered looking through the keyhole.
Hey, don't you owe me a drink? Blow off.
Oh, the last one's through a door. I didn't have to worry about him. Alright, now where to stash you all? This room looks fine, honestly. Feeding log. 4th day of month of wind. Assorted human remains. Strong appetite. 10th. 1 bag. Tivian pears. Bruised and rotted. Rats uninterested. 11th. 1 tin. Potted whale meat. Eaten. 13th. Human torso. No trouble finding corpse parts. 17th. No feeding. Aggression increased. Incident of cannibalism. 20th. Incident with previous maidservant. Will withhold feeding until 1st of month of darkness. Yeesh. Oh, I don't want to open that door. Well, if I need it. customs and food of Morley. Born and raised in Bristol, I spent my formative years in our smaller cities before settling in magnificent Dunwall. There, in the capital city, I learned to appreciate the finer things. When the opportunity arose to document my travels to Serkanos, Tivia, and finally Morley, I left my position as a clerk for the late Lord Estermont. Perhaps like so many in Dunwall, I suffer from being excessively cultured, but I found Morley disappointing. Over the course of this journal, I will explain why I found the Festival of Churners to be tiresome, despite the high banners, bare feet, and red robes, and why their renowned jellied ox tongue is something I will be struggling to forget for many years to come. Ah, fucking Brits. Jellying meat. More keys, yay! No one in here, it seems. Avoiding the rat plague. Much of the public still harbors false beliefs related to the plague. It is not true that the bile from river crusts will protect against contracting of the disease, nor is it true that crushed Morley orchids act as a remedy, though it is speculated that both of these ingredients are used in both Sokolov's elixir and Piero's remedy. Consumption of these products before exposure to the plague constitutes the only known means of resisting the disease. Further, the Abbey of the Everyman warns against superstitious practices. Not only is it ineffective to burn 2 hagfish and a cat together, inhaling the vapors while chanting the name of the plague dead, but it is also considered heresy by the overseers and will be met with the full measure of the Abbey's laws. Tell your neighbors and practice these things yourself. Avoid contact with the infected. Consume your ration of elixir daily, preferably in the morning, and report anyone suspected of carrying the plague. Everyone must work together to stop the spread of the dreaded contagion. Third stricture. Restrict the restless hands, which quickly becomes the workmates of the outsider. Unfettered by honest labor, they rush to sordid gain, vain pursuits, and deeds of violence. Of what value are the hands that steal and kill and destroy? Instead, put your hands to the plow, the fork, the spade. For even the lowliest labor that is rigorous squeezes the muscles as a sponge, rinsing impurities from the mind and body. Weather in Calgary has been the shits. I imagine you've been experiencing much of the same. With the storm that hit Toronto is having effects all the way out here, so I hear. Slackjaw, eh? Not much of a slack... Doesn't look like much of a slackjaw to me. Maybe he healed back up. Toilet. Yeah, lots of snow, hard and fast, and it's been pretty darn cold, too. Yeah, close the door. What am I, an animal? Ooh, another vent to go through. Suppose I could possess a rat.
Wait, did you touch the door handle to Dr. Galvani's lab?
Yeah, I think so.
Then you have to scrub. The rats get their vital essences everywhere, the doctor said.
Vital essence? That means touch?
I think so. So your hands need scrubbing. You're unclean.
Unclean? That's nonsense. Can't we just...
No, I told you. With rubbing alcohol or white vinegar.
All right,
Oh, it
all
zooms
right.
my ears, too.
What is he doing there all day? Ambrose says he breeds rats that carry the plague.
Your friends are ignorant. The doctor is a brilliant man. If anyone can save this city, it's him.
The royal physician is
Not completely blind.
I hear his new elixir is twice as good against the plague.
I don't understand how Galvani can admire Sokolov. Royal physician or not, I hear tell he's a beast. A superstitious philanderer who spends more time with prostitutes than he does in the laboratory.
Is this what it's going to be like when we're married? It is, isn't it?
Alright, she comes in here. Thank you for key. More darts. Dr. Galvani's journal. I've been invited to a soiree at the Boyle estate. Of course, I won't attend. The 28th day of the 7th month, the month of high cold, is the day that I met Anton Sokolov at the academy. Why would I tarnish the anniversary of the most important day of my life by licking your aristocratic boots? I have no time for fools. I will be solving the riddle of this plague. Perhaps I'll raise a cup of Tivian Red. Or a pocket watch. Couple of pistols. Are those just to wield, or can I steal them? Oh, they just get me bullets. Well, I've got the charm for it. Wasn't anything in there that I needed, though. Although I guess... no, wrong one. Oh wait, this is the boulevard. Ooh, a big safe. Now I just need to find the combination. Kanker Mouth Gulf Map. Oh, I can hide under tables, too. Good to know. White rat, buddy. Yum. That vent might just get me upstairs to this, so I can spy on those two. Travel to Pandesia. The men I set out with are good sailors. No doubt half of them have cut their teeth in the rascally pirate ships spawned in the Circonian archipelago. Or they were, I should say. Half of them died before we sighted the broken red cliffs welcoming those who would visit the far continent as it is called. Sickness, infighting, poisoned by a school, or would one say a flock, of small fish that fly over the waves like birds. Flying, there are fish that are known to, like, spread out their wing-like fins and, glide over the surface of the water for brief stints to avoid predators, but I'm pretty sure they're still mostly in the water, and still fish. Landing in the hundreds across the deck, pricking any they touch with toxic quills. Oof. 2 thrown overboard by gusting demon winds. The quiet Tivian navigator simply dead in his bunk, wrapped in his white furs, eyes wide with terror. Few have crossed the ocean, and the distance to Pandesia is greater than most would imagine. More died climbing the cliffs, and now, with but a handful, I stand looking across the greatest expanse of that land that exists. My allies are frightened, for this is beyond them, and now their captain is dead too, stung by something that resembled a prairie mole, but reacted with great apoplectic outrage when handled. So it falls on me to lead them. Yeah, why would you, like, go out of your way to prod something in this deadly land when so many people have been dropping like flies? I might be able to steal these, too. Well, that charm works pretty well. Didn't hear a thing. Nope.
Stupid gut. Yeah, it's nice. Oh, no. That's it.
Ha! You little bastard.
Huh? What the fuck?
Aw, man. I had it, though. I pressed the button and it didn't do nothing. Screw it. Got these darts, might as well use them. Is he in there right now?
Yeah, it's nice.
It doesn't look like there's anybody else on this floor. More rats. Picked up all those keys and I don't have that one. Cleaning instructions. Dear Miss Benton, when cleaning my study, I ask that you constrain your efforts to strictly to the floors. Please, at all costs, refrain from attempting to clean or arrange my bookshelf. In fact, it would be best to keep away from it altogether. Otherwise, I'll have to reconsider the terms of your employment. Regards, Dr. Galvani. P.S. Since I'll be out of the city for a few days, I've left next week's pay as well. The bank was closed, so I'm afraid it's short by half. You can count on me for the remainder next week, of course. I think everybody in this building is knocked out now. Oh, darn, I don't have the key. There we go. Bull rat fetus. Oh, there's one of the flowers that they were talking about. And there's one of the flounder. Galvani Academy notice. Galvani, the latest case should arrive within a week, containing all the components you need. Be careful with the white phosphorus. Can't have you getting Fossy Jaw like the tanners at the edge of the city. Poor bastards. Sorry you have to practice in secret. The vivisectionist should be celebrated, revered even. Cutting up rats should be done in the town square with a crowd of eager students taking notes, not in some dirty little secret room hidden behind a wall of books. Anyway, lucky for you to have an old friend who never left the academy. Let me know what else you need, but remember, it might be a month before I can put together enough shipment. Yours in knowledge, Artemis Moore. Procurement Clerk and Provisioner, Academy of Natural Philosophy, South Wing. P.S. Next time you're nearby, come in for an afternoon. We've stayed fairly insulated from the plague, since so few come and go here. We've got quite the stock of Tivian brandy. Wow. This bookshelf on wheels and these grooves in the floor. I never would have guessed. Rat behavior and extermination. Used to be you'd go out with bag, a stick with a nail in the end, and catch as many rats as you could in a night. The city watch paid by weight. My husband Benjamin and I mostly worked alone, and we got by. We found a place where the rats were real bad. Sometimes we'd hire a crew of street brats to work with us. The younger ones didn't make trouble. We'd pay them with bread and apple cider. Once the plague came, the rats were different. Meaner, bigger, and a little quicker. You had to watch yourself. If you got cornered, they'd turn and swarm, and the swarm would come back at you. I barely got away with my skin a few times down in the sewers. The bites hurt afterward, but it was the sounds they made that stayed in your dreams at night. It got more dangerous, and the city watch started paying better. But that didn't last long, because after a while, too many people had been stripped clean, trying to fill up a bag. One slip, and they'd be all over you, gnawing and trying to chew to the bone. That's how I lost my poor Benji.
Obviously, the plague rat is distinct from the ordinary rat, but in what respect? Its size and the coarseness of its fur, and I believe in intelligence, although the experiments there are not complete. Coriander's zoological survey describes only the ordinary rat, which means plague rats have only been here for 5 or 7 years at most. This was not a gradual migration. Could they have been introduced on purpose? Perhaps by a foreign power.
The rat plague. For over a year, I've studied this cursed plague, collecting and dissecting rats by the thousands. Given their rapid gestation and maturation cycle, it's possible to breed them for numerous generations. The rodents themselves seem immune to the plague, but they pass it readily between members of their own species, perhaps through mites. The blood of the rats tells its own story, allowing me to gauge the number of generations that a given group of rats have lived with the plague. As such, a nagging question remains. The rats collected in the poorest parts of town, in the slums, exhibit the oldest strain of the plague, while those found near the docks, where the foreign, plague-bearing rats would presumably have entered our city, exhibit a younger strain of plague. Could this mean that the rats were transported to the slums in some way that is not obvious? I will continue my research. If nothing else, I am living proof that Sokolov's elixir and Piero's remedy are very effective at protecting against the plague, if one consumes enough of the stuff. I've delved through thousands of rat guts. Sewer capacity in the month of nets. I've been asked to tell the problem, so here it is. It's been every year that we work like men gone mad during the month of nets. I don't hardly see my family. It's bad enough that the works is clogged with trash from the catch, pieces of crates and nets, but the water smells of hagfish guts too. We gotta get it done before the month of rain, or you know what. And it ain't like we get help from those pricks in the civil engineering either. Been at this job for near nigh on 28 years, and I never seen one of them come below, except to measure with it. Will it hold when they go? Man, I'm having trouble reading this accent. Except to measure, will it hold when they go putting up one of their fancy new bridges? So these last 3 years been the worst, and here's why. It's the river crusts moved into the works. We heard a man ahead yell and scream like he's burning up, and we all climb up fast. No other choice. Got my viscera. Should make a habit of using the rat ability more. Alright, well, got what I came for, and there's nothing else here. Moving right along. What'd Granny want me to do with this, even? Contaminate the Bottle Street Gang's bootleg elixir. Now, where do I find it? Is there anything more of value around here? Nah, don't look like it. Oh wait, there was a way to get into this place from upstairs. Yeah, alright, just a balcony. Oh, there's bone charm in here.
Word is he's like a phantom, with an army of shadows in front of him. That guy Garrett?
Is it true that he lives in the flooded district? With them weepers and wild hounds?
That's what they say. Perfect place for a killer guy.
Got anything to smoke or eat? Blow off, chop.
Rat shit. You got lucky.
When you're this handsome, you don't need luck.
Face like a hagfish.
Pay up. Don't be sour.
Say, when's Slackjaw coming down?
Not till the next batch of elixirs done. He'll want to check on things.
Then you better get all your shit together, huh?
Everything's fine. I run the still like I run a game of Nancy.
Yeah. Not fast enough.
Little bastard.
You talking about me? Oh no, the rats.
Shut up.
If only I had like a bottle or something to throw that way. Oh, there's a few. What the heck, man? Aren't I supposed to be able to, like, jump on people and assassinate or knock them out?
Word is he's like a phantom. An army of shadows in front of him.
Got that down? Ain't he just a boss? Like Slackjaw?
This is one-on bird. Sorts of crazies, does rituals and the like. Bone charms and such.
You sound afraid.
Damn right I
Down an ordinary man, touched by the outsiders,
given dark powers. He can slit your throat across the room.
Well, that didn't go right.
Rat shit. You got lucky.
When you're this handsome, you don't need luck.
Face like a hagfish.
Pay up. Don't be sour.
Say, when's Slackjaw coming down?
Not till the next batch of elixirs done. He'll want to check on things.
Then you better get all your shit together, huh?
Everything's fine. I run the still like I run a game of Nancy.
Yeah.
Not that. Rat.
And I'm in. Alright, there's a couple of guys in here. There's a few more than a couple of guys in here.
Come on, let's get this.
Wasn't that supposed to... whatever. hear a rat. There you are, buddy. Come here, I just want to talk.
So he goes, not to the Abbey or the office of the High Overseer, but one of the other places.
Where they train the overseers to be real religious.
Crazy.
Is this corner dark enough for me to hide here?
He sneaks in. You know Eddie. Brilliant at it when he's sober.
I remember. Brimsley job, hidden a dumbwaiter all night.
Yeah. So he goes from room to room. Kids sleeping. An overseer giving a lecture to the kids. A couple guys training with those hounds.
Stuff you'd expect.
But it gets weird. Some kind of machinery. Then a woman laughing. Just laughing and laughing.
The Distillery District. Across the Empire, Old Dunwell whiskey is not only the finest libation of its kind, but it's also an important cultural tradition among discerning folk, sophisticated and common alike. Captains moving their ships across the great ocean always have a bottle in their quarters for occasions. Fine restaurants and bars keep it in stock, and farmers across Crystal exchange Old Dunwell whiskey when healthy children are born. Some might disagree, preferring highbrow drinks such as King Street Brandy or one of the other brandies from Morley, but sales of Old Dunwell have been brisk through the early years of Empress Jessamine Caldwin's reign, a trend that is expected to continue. Aged and bottled in Dunwell's Distillery District, Old Dunwell whiskey is what you want.
Kinda plinky, plonky sound. That's what's...
Sure he wasn't drunk?
He says he still hears it at night. He never did find his brother.
Recipe for Crackston. I'm coming tomorrow to check on the batch. Make sure you're wearing pants this time and stick to the recipe. 1 part Sokolov elixir, 1 part beach gum paste, 2 parts sugar water. That's it. The more of the real shit you cut in, the less there is to spread around, and the less coin I make. This ain't a charity. Slackjaw.
That's an ace lever, Rodney. Okay, I got one for you.
Well, give it.
Okay, here goes.
The nobleman laid with the scullery. So loudly they made quite right. The nobleman fired the butchery. Pile yourselves.
Eh!
Oh, I get it. The wife doesn't sound low. Okay, yeah, I got one.
Anything else in here? Oops. There we go.
Any fools, sir?
I'll move on.
Must have been rats. Any fools settled in over here?
Easy peasy. Maybe I should go get your friend. Leaving him just passed out on the ground like that. Bootleg still instructions. Touch an empty elixir vial to the spout before you turn the thing on. Turn the valve on. Collect the full vial. Repeat until empty. Do not break vials. Do not spill any elixir. No free swill. No free swigs. Create a bootleg elixir. Oh, right. Darn, I can't actually take that away right now. Shoot! Messed up. Elixir accounts. Just a bunch of people they've been selling to. And somebody's been dropping money. Oh, I can still infect it. Good. There's a charm just up there. Nice. Now, certainly one way to get around. Oh, and you've got the same journal here. Looks like I missed a bad time over here. Ah, still sprung it.
I'll move over here.
I could go this way. there's anything else here for me. No, we're all good. I just gotta get out alive.
Picked up anything good? Blow off, Chopper.
Yeah, it's nice.
Get inside. Is this anything? Pistol, some more bullets, another grenade. And you can use those grenades in the rat swarms. Hey, Granny, I did it. Looks like those guys are gone, too.
She wouldn't put the crackers on the right side of the tray, so we sacked them. I knew you wouldn't disappoint me. Now I can stroll along the waterfront in peace. And don't think I've forgotten your little gift. Go on upstairs, dear one.
Oh boy, oh boy. Giving you lots of free food at your workplace? Sounds like a nice problem to have.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. The following businesses have been closed and impounded by the state due to contamination. Barrow's Barbershop and Surgery, the Duke and Dancer Ale House, Merritt's Printing Firm, Pennyworth's Tack and
Just a
Saddle
couple cookies?
Emporium, and the Smoke Street Dice Hall.
Yeah, it's nice.
Well, is it on? What's it look like? Blow off, Hayburn.
Go on. Toss the damn rat already. Never gets old.
How dare you do that to my precious rats? I won't hold it against you. You can just take a nap. Thought I heard somebody coming to investigate. Oh, there you are. They've got that same habit of grumbling, just like the guards in Thief. Take a nice little nap. Instead of pissing on somebody's stoop.
Ridiculous. Stupid rats. Plague. Elixir. Bunch of crap.
Oh, cookies are a bad omen now?
I better make a pass over here.
How about your ration of elixir from today? Bug someone else. Oh, stupid goddamn. Nice.
Huh?
Ah, shoot. Thought I had more time.
Huh? This better not be a joke.
Man, you're really gonna set me up right there?
Huh?
I can't. I can. Ooh, that's powerful. Sleep vial.
Fucking longer do I have?
The oil must be gone.
Oil on these things doesn't last long enough.
So there's a guard in that post there. And one patrolling around. Into the sleepy bin with you. Got another one. Man, I'm getting tired of throwing out the trash. All right, move it on. There's one rune over there. One over there. And some objectives.
Hello. I hear the second day is when the skin really starts to come all the way off. Is that true? Or is it the itching that really gets you? Or the rats?
Jasper, isn't it? It's not so bad in here. Except I miss your wife.
Huh. You don't scare easy, I'll give you that. But that'll change.
Be with you in just a moment, Martin.
Corvo, it's me, Overseer Martin. What a sight you are in that mask. I know who you are and what you're here to do. And I can help. Unlock me and I'll buy you a drink in a couple of days. By the Void, I'll buy you 100 drinks. I have poor circulation and I seem to have forgotten my mittens, so I'd appreciate it if you could release me or at least go gather some firewood.
This one? You want me to hit that one?
Feels good to stand up straight. Thank you, Corvo. What you're here to do tonight is of the highest importance. We've got to find Emily, so kill Campbell and make it quick. Once it's done, search his body for the journal, his notorious black book, and get out of there. Campbell is meeting with a guard named Kernow, and word from my informant is that Campbell is going to poison him. Maybe you can use that to your advantage. All right, I won't be of any help here, so I'll make my own way back to the Hound Pits pub. If I see Samuel the boatman, I'll tell him to pick you up in the backyard, behind the office of the High Overseer. May all the spirits guide you, and may our enemy's head hit the floor without you taking a scratch.
I was expecting that to be a little more involved. Oh wait, no, spare Captain Kernow. Okay, wrong guy. Alright, well, spare the captain, find Emily, and kill the Overseer.
I was just reading in the archive about the heretic's brand. It sounds painful. Have you ever seen the ritual?
I've never seen the heretic's brand used. No, it's a rare occurrence. But I did spy the face of one so branded. A former member of Order, of course. Out on a retreat, we passed through a fishing town and saw him begging.
What were his crimes?
Who can say? The brand is reserved for an overseer, or even the High Overseer himself, who violates our codes and must be cast out permanently. Remember the 7 strictures, and you never need worry about such matters.
I will, brother.
Think you'll get your own squad after what happened last night? Never doubt it.
There are 3 guys here, but I lost track of one of them. Oh, what the heck. You got good ears on you.
May all the spirits guide you, and may our enemy's head hit the floor without you taking a scratch.
I was just reading in the archive about the Heretic's brand. It sounds painful. Have you ever seen the ritual?
I've never seen the Heretic's brand used. No, it's a rare occurrence. But I did spy the face of one so branded. A former member of our order, of course. Out on a retreat, we passed through a fishing town and saw him begging.
What were his crimes?
Who can say? The brand is reserved for an overseer, or even the High Overseer himself, who violates our codes and
From
must
one
be
masked man
cast
to
out
another.
permanently.
That's creepy.
Remember the 7 strictures, and you never need worry about such matters.
I will, brother.
Think you'll get your own squad after what happened last night? Indeed, I believe so.
Close the door on your way out. It's drafty. Where are you going, fella? Man, I'm getting caught on like all sorts of things. Kurno's visit. Wayland, Captain Kurno and his retinue will be here this evening. See that they are allowed through the checkpoint without incident. I would like him in a fair mood when I have drinks with him in the meeting chamber. Also, be prepared to defend the checkpoint from inside, should things go awry with negotiations. Not that I expect they should, but I want your overseers prepared in case Kurno and his men live up to the City Watch's reputation. Hi, Overseer Campbell.
Should we gather for whiskey and cigars tonight? Yes, of course.
of here. Play your pathways. There are many pathways through your missions. Front streets, alleys, windows, rat tunnels, rooftops, and waterways. Experiment with different ways to reach your goal. No wrong answers.
Things are bad. Could the city get any worse? Chances are very good.
Wants to be going that way. What's down here?
That might be worth checking out. Probably right.
War metal. Nice. Come on, walk right above me. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, perfect. Do I even need to go that way? Thanks for the money. So it stops some of the noise from breaking glass. What about boards? Well, I guess down here there's not much we need to worry about that. Kennels. What need have I to go to the kennels? Oh, also. Ruins are pretty close. Guess I can go check out the kennels, though.
Do not let your keen eyes wander tonight, boy. There's word of bad men about. Here's a good boy. Good boy, Justice.
Ooh.
Settle down, man. It's only me. Boreal's gone to the flooded district and all the rest of them.
So it's just me tonight. What? Don't look at me like that.
Just you, eh?
How are you, boys? You miss your poor brother. You're worth a dozen guards, each of you.
Yeah, it's just him and a bunch of beasts. I think I can do something fun here. Whenever he decides to patrol back this way. Actually...
You've still got the taste of that weeper on your tongue, haven't you?
Oh, I can't get him in here.
That's right. Look at those teeth. You're a righteous monster for sure.
So, small animals don't do so well if I take them over. What happens to these larger ones? Doesn't look like I can put you anywhere either. Yeah, and he survives the ordeal. Okay.
Do not let your keen eyes wander tonight, boy. There's word of bad news.
I'll go back this way once I've gotten those 2 runes. I'm real close.
I don't see Campbell's journal anywhere, brother. This is folly, I tell you. If he catches us in here... I've told you 100 times. Campbell is upstairs meeting with the captain of the watch. He'll be busy for hours. Now keep looking. And I've told you 100 times, Archer, that I am certain he keeps the Black Book on his person at all times. We went to the trouble of breaking into Campbell's sanctum for nothing.
Shh, listen. What was that?
You can stay and find out, but not...
I was hoping there'd be a rat or something I could possess to get into there. I don't know why I threw him so aggressively.
For the outsider himself has these 5 attributes by which he hopes to defeat the righteous. He is... for he waits every hour and every day of our lives for a moment of...
Knock him out, please. Overseer John Breton. He was a blade and held aloft for the everyman. Aided in hiding the Book of Strictures from being burned by enemy fires. Run through with a spear during the siege of Whitecliff. High Overseer Francis Perry. His sacrifice will never be forgotten. First Overseer to personally encounter and combat an incarnation of the Outsider. Went missing during the Fugue Feast. His body was never found. A Pillar of Justice, Overseer Abram Templeton, Pillar of Justice standing above the clouds of iniquity. Wrote the opening of the Litany of the White Cliff, taken by consumptive illness. Overseer Falk Barrow. His hand will ever be on our shoulders. Contributed several chapters to the Sayings of the Overseers, introduced the Rite of the Watchful Eye. Fell down a flight of stairs. How unceremonious. Overseer John Clavering. May his light guide our path through the murk. Instrumental in the construction of the Abbey, his deft hands illuminated early copies of the 7 Strictures, consumed by fever in his bed. Overseer Benjamin Holger. His words will drive us ever onward. Founder of the Order, wrote Reform and Tradition, knife driven through his eye during the siege of Whitecliff.
But does not cook or clean. She thinks on curious subjects, machinery, numerical calculations. And only yesterday she spoke of a wish to read a book.
There's one up there, one down there.
For such a young lady is easy prey to the outsider. If not already within his grasp, watch her carefully for signs of it. She may fall into fit, or be heard speaking to the empty air, or laugh.
Dice.
Perhaps a disfigured man may come and inquire after her, or you went to
Curses. I don't know how I'm supposed to do that. I'm supposed to be able to disarm these? Rewire tool. There we go.
Did
No
you
alarm
get
for
caught
me.
in the lockdown last night? 6 hours. Searched the place top to bottom, and nothing to eat but the swill we hand out free. Of course we didn't find anything.
Did I ever tell you, one time one of the second floor shutters got stuck open?
And I thought I could slip out.
I couldn't find a way down, and by the time I got back, it had snapped shut. I spent the rest of lockdown out on a ledge.
Maybe the outsider was watching.
Just one guy at a table. He looks too engrossed to do anything about me.
Back to the beginning. It was Martin's plot to break him out of Coldridge Prison. That's clear enough. But why Corvo? The one man feared throughout the Empire. He's as skilled as they say. He got through there with half the watch looking for him. He had help, yes, but how far does it go? The trail goes to Martin, but Martin knows everyone. Everywhere.
The movements of Corvo Atano. Known movements. Returned after an official deployment of roughly 2 months. After departure from Bristol, mission included stops at other major isles at the behest of the Empress Jessamine Caldwin. Arrived bearing ill news. Immediately apprehended for her murder. Last confirmed sighting. Entered sewers under Coleridge Prison after escaping execution under unusual circumstances. Testimony from citizenry. Trey Dover. Confidence. Moderate. Unconfirmed. Statement. Person matching subject's description seen conversing with unknown woman near front gates of the Academy of Natural Philosophy. Testimony from citizenry. Benjamin Harraby. Confidence. Low. Unconfirmed. Person matching subject's description seen fraternizing with ox herds just outside the city. Charlotte Cadenhod. Low. Overheard conversation implying one of the parties involved had knowledge of subject. No alias. Search of the estate district based on subject's prior position of authority and privilege. Trials of the Attitude. Once a child shows the proper inclination, he is marked. Ah, yes, that. Deposition log 73826. Case of Agatha Harcourt. Deposition from Mary Wallace. I smelled a peculiar stench coming from Agatha's window one night. As I looked in the window, I saw her burning over a fire, the bones of something small, along with clumps of hair. Deposition from Herbert Alcott. On several evenings, as I came home from work, I saw Agatha peering at me unnaturally from behind her curtains. On the 5th day, I felt a pain in my stomach upon approaching her home. Outcome: Agatha's home was searched. Several outlawed items were found, and Agatha was caught as she attempted to flee from the back door. Her interrogation yielded little of use. Home and property seized for the Abbey. Remains cremated. Oh, there's somebody else in here now. I'll go put you in the other office, since I'm not done looking at it. Or maybe I am. Confiscation log 2749. Archibald Pelling. Recovered effigy of the Lord Regent. Sentence to 3 years imprisonment at Coldridge. Beatrice Gould for the collection of animal skulls carved with pictographic sigils. Sentence: home confiscated. Ugh. Charles Hanley for the Book of Rituals. Sentence: home and property seized, banished to the flooded district. Disclosure log 965. Dylan Jacobs admitted violations: theft of neighbor's food. Recourse: half wages to be given to neighbor for a month. Fair enough. Millicent Ridgway for adultery. 1 year in the service to the order. Robert Young, spying on his neighbor as she bathed. Recourse: public humiliation in the stock for 2 days. On branding heretics. The heretic brand is reserved for those overseers who have committed heinous acts against the order, but have not broken codes that would otherwise result in execution. No contact, aid, or shelter can be given to one bearing the brand. That person is forevermore unwelcome to the Abbey and its affiliates. When used, the brand is applied to the forehead so all can see the sins of the recipient. The chemical compound acts immediately, scarring the heretic for the remainder of life. The interrogation room here at the office of the High Overseer stands ready for branding ritual, should the need arise. The recipient must be strapped into the interrogation chair and restrained as the brand is applied. The heretic brand itself is to be stored in the same room. So I can kill Overseer Campbell, or I could just brand him a heretic. Regardless of whether it's done so illegitimately, I don't think anybody's going to be able to overlook it. Whew, wasn't expecting you to come in here. Where's your friend? Not here, it seems. Interrogation room. Looks like somebody might be in there. Oh, no, this is the interrogation room that I was in once upon a time. Well, nobody in here now. Don't have that key. It looks like I don't need it. Another thing about branding heretics. Heretic brand. Some bolts, thank you very much.
What we have is a man, aged 30 perhaps, slender, unusual tattooing on the face and chest, probably superstitious heresy, wearing some sort of industrial mask when we brought him in, stolen out of one of the whaling factories from the look of it. You're one of Dowd's men, aren't you? Caught at last? Give us a name at least. What's wrong with his eyes? Opium? Laudanum? Are you with us? What's he doing? Some kind of fit? He's gone. Here it is, a pin, hidden in one of his gloves. Subject has administered some kind of poison. The effects seem to have been lethal.
I ain't no snitch. The Great Trials. Spending 2 years in the company of heretics, the insane, and those rare black-hearted villains who were truly practitioners of magic, I can say with truth that I have seen such things as to break the minds of most. While the trials and burnings weigh heavily upon my heart, I must chronicle what has been a unique opportunity to witness the multifarious perversions that the outsider bestows upon those who seek his counsel. Many of those we faced were accused of bewitching their neighbors or family, controlling them from afar, or even walking around in their skins. Not yet, I can't, but maybe someday. And I have seen this with my own eyes, as one woman slid into the form of another, prowling unseen until a vigilant overseer struck down both the witch and her host. Others detailed herein were found to stand in two places seemingly at once, or to vanish from one place and appear in another. Our work was dire, we knew, for if the followers of the outsider can truly inhabit the skin of another, or move from place to place like the wind, then how can we hope to erect walls to keep him out? It was these trials that first led us to investigate barriers beyond the physical. Yeah, because I can't just teleport through a wall of light, I guess. All right. Should be another guy here somewhere. Where did he go off to? Oh, there he is. Oh my god. What? Just take him out. go back to that meeting chamber once I've found that first rune in the basement. That's just the door to the kennels. I don't need to go down there. Something's up with that wall. I think I've read the one about the Fugue Feast. Yeah, right, this is the Purge. Steal a whole painting.
Curse those fools at Coldridge for letting Corvo get away. Who knows what the man could do now? Hiram, or the Lord Regent, as he asks us to call him now, seems to have faith in all the Sokolov security devices he's put up all over the city, but I'm not so sure. At least the girl has been moved to a safe place. Visiting her twice a week has given me ample opportunity to inspect the facilities, as they say. So there's an upside, at least.
Litany on the White Cliff. And I say to you, brothers, it is here that we make our stand as a righteous force against the growing darkness. It is here that we unite against the spirits of the unknown that would drag us screaming into the night, never to return to our homes, to our families. Together we will serve as a rod to those who would stray from the herd, for the foggy gray wastes of the outsider. We will burn a bright fire with our virtuous actions, so that others will not lose their way. And to those who choose to wander beyond the walls of our homes, in far places, we will strike at them swiftly before they whisper to their neighbors, filling their hearts with strangeness and doubt. My girls. Campbell. I'm not sure how my predecessor operated, but from now on, if one of my girls tries to blackmail you, you send her back to me at the Golden Cat instead of concocting some plan on your own. I've had to replace 3 girls in as many months, and you can imagine the business of carnal pleasure isn't booming in this plague-stricken hole you call a city. Madam Prudence. Ah, it's the debauchery chamber. Turn that off. Oh, can I not close it again? Darn. Well, I've been pretty good about not getting spotted or dealing with people when I am. But, looks like I can't leave things, completely free of my handiwork. Uh-oh. Somebody close that door, or was that me? area map. Doesn't sound like anything I need here. I went to one of the memorial rooms. Nothing crazy in there. Backyard. Maybe I'll head out that way. And yeah, I've already been in the interrogation room and the archive, so don't need to run there to find out what to do about heretics.
I hear the watch is having trouble holding the side streets.
Bunch of children playing games, that's all it is.
Good, good. And your niece, Callista, isn't it? I'm very concerned about her.
She'll be found. My men are searching district by district.
The poor girl.
Callista's a resourceful one. Probably found a place to hole up in all this chaos.
If my overseers hear any more, I'll come straight to you. Time for drinks. I hope you won't refuse. It'll make this business pass on the quicker. One of the servants must have been in here. Let me see. It seems I have the wrong one. Not that one. No. Ah, here we are. Now if you'll join me. Men will come get you when we're finished. Keep each other entertained. Good time?
I don't understand how this got so unpleasant.
Oh, I agree, I agree. A whore dies and suddenly this. Will you have wine? It's a Tivian red.
Thank you.
Now, to business.
Oh, actually... load... Should do something about that wine.
I hear the watch is having trouble holding the side.
Resist temptation. Let this serve as a reminder of our cause, a token of the outsider's power bound here before us. Let us not allow it to twist our hearts. Our gaze shall not wander toward it, nor will our hands reach out in restless greed to grasp it.
Children playing games, that's all it is.
Good, good. And your niece, Callista, isn't it? I'm very concerned about her.
She'll be found.
So I could kill them both. I can kill Campbell. Or I can spill the glasses.
My men are searching district by district.
The poor...
Callista's a resourceful one. Probably found a safe place to hole up.
If my overseers hear any word, I'll come straight to you. Time for drinks. I hope you won't refuse. It'll make this business pass all the quicker. Locked? One of the servants must have been in here. Let me see. It seems I have the wrong one. Not that one. No. Ah, here we are. Now if you'll join me. Men will come get you when we're finished. Keep each other entertained. Big time?
I don't understand how this got so unpleasant.
Right, I've got 4 runes now. I can get a new upgrade. So upgrade my dark vision to allow me to see useful objects and security systems. Longer distance blinks. Slow time for a short duration. That sounds like it'd be good for combat. So I'll probably avoid it. That's gonna kill people. That's gonna kill people. That's for killing people. Guess I just want to get upgrades for stuff and agility. can jump higher by holding A. And, oh, I'll be able to sprint faster as well eventually. Oh, right, and bone charms.
Oh, I agree, I agree. A whore dies and suddenly this. Will you have wine? It's a Tivian red.
Thank you.
What on? Who's been in here? I owe you an apology, Captain. This is hardly the hospitality I planned for you. Well, time to do this the hard way.
What was that, Campbell?
Never mind. It's a stroke of luck for you, Captain. I'm forced to break out the real vintage.
Heading out, homie? Alright, well, take care. Have yourself a good night.
Very well, Campbell. As long as we get this little dispute settled.
What am I to do about this? Oh, you're headed down to the basement, I hope, right? Yes.
You like paintings? I've got an early Sokolov around here somewhere. I prefer the early work. Something primal in there, the way the brushwork slashes across the canvas. Where's it gone? Check behind those crates for me, will you?
I don't see it. Never had much time for art myself. I like a good battle. You have my thanks. Though by all rights, I should probably arrest you. You seem familiar, even with that mask on. No matter. This once I'll just go my own way, and you yours.
Got my journal. Let's see here. How doth I brand him? Shit.
You like paintings? I've got an early Sokolov around here somewhere. I prefer the early work. Something primal in there, the way the brushwork slashes across the canvas. Where's it gone? Check behind those crates for me, will you?
I don't see it. Never had much time for art myself. I like a good battle.
You have my thanks. Though by all rights, I should probably arrest you. You seem familiar, even with that mask on. No matter. This once I'll just go my own way, and you yours.
Take care. Alright, Colonel will survive now. Take an unconscious Campbell to the chair in the interrogation room. Ah, okay. I'll have to take him with me. Oh, that's fine. Oh no. Well, I might be okay. Eh. Where'd you go?
I'll write to her again. She has to see reason. None of this would have gotten so bad if that damn fool Corvo hadn't killed the Empress.
Eh. In the chair. Hey bud, it's time to wake up. I'll give you the rude awakening. All right, he has effectively been dealt with. Inform Callista that Captain Chrono has survived the plot against him. Well, I have to go back to base to do that one, but looks like mission accomplished. No guards in here? Well, now there is. Yeah, closed door. Ooh, cigars. How fancy. Not else in here. Alright, well, back downstairs and out the back entrance, I suppose. There were a bunch of guards in this front entry. Don't know what happened to them all. Just all up and vanished. Overseer Stephen Gainsford. His mind was a sharp light piercing the gloom. First to discover the discordant scale, a champion against the forces of corruption. Died testing a harness designed to protect its wearer from high falls. High Overseer Scott Grafton. He drove back the darkness so we might have peace. First Overseer to forge into Pandesia, to purge darkness wherever it might be found. Died of plague. Cremated with Holger's opal to honor his battle with the plague. High Oracle Gwen Horncroft. Her insights aligned us in our time of greatest need. First woman inducted. Founded the Oracular Order, succumbed to madness. High Overseer Rye Madison. By his innovation do our ranks now swell. Initiated the trials of aptitude. Defenestrated during the night of flung shutters. High Overseer Tynan Wallace. His fires left nothing but behind but the righteous and true. Led the first of the great trials, tortured and burned over 1,000 heretics, died in bed of old age. Well, there's a good way to go. Everybody else has such untimely deaths. High Oracle Dahlia Somenos. Her inquisitive mind left nowhere for corruption to hide. First woman of southern blood to join the order. Opened relations with Serkonos and founded an oracular chapel there. Assassinated by agents of the Outsider. Oh, there's more here. Wandering gaze. Restrict a wandering gaze that looks hither and yonder for some flashing thing that easily catches a man's fancy in one moment, but brings calamity in the next. For the eyes are never tired of seeing, nor are they quick to spot illusion. A man whose gaze is corrupted is like a warped mirror that has traded beauty for ugliness, and ugliness for beauty. Instead, fix your eyes to what is edifying and to what is pure, and then you will be able to recognize the monuments of the Outsider. Lying tongue. Restrict the lying tongue that is like a spark in a man's mouth. It is such a little thing, yet from one spark an entire city may burn to the ground. Restless hands. Restrict restless hands, which quickly become the workmates of the Outsider. Unfettered by honest labor, they rush to sordid gain, vain pursuits, and deeds of violence. Of what value are the hands that steal and kill and destroy? Instead, put your hands to the plow, the fork, the spade, for even the lowest labor that is rigorous squeezes the muscles as a sponge, rinsing impurities from the mind and body. I've read that one before. Roving feet. Restrict roving feet that love to trespass. They pay no heed to the boundary stones of other men's fields. They wander into foreign lands, only to return with their souls blackened by iniquity. Where have you strayed that destruction now comes behind you? Would you walk across burning coals or broken glass? Then why do you prowl into the homes of honest men, or into the dens of hidden things? For the result is the same. You will fall into the void. Instead, rest your feet on a firm foundation, so that when the winds of the outsiders shriek against you, you will stand firm and not be overthrown. Overseer collection box. It's for a good cause. Rampant hunger. Restrict rampant hunger, or the intemperate will rise up among you like a virulent swarm, devouring everything wherever they go, even filth. For what goes into a man poisons him, and if a man eats filth, then filth is what he will vomit up. And for a morsel of meat, a glutton will sell his birthright, his family, and his friends. Wanton flesh. Restrict the desires of the wanton flesh. Truly, there is no quicker means by which a man's entire life can be upheaved and sifted than by depredations of uncontrolled desire. What avail is there concourse of a prostitute? The attention of a loose woman? Nothing. And what of the fruit of such unions? Only sorrow is born, and misery is multiplied. Errant mind. Restrict an errant mind before it becomes fractious and divided. Can two enemies occupy the same body? Yes. No. For the first will direct it one way, and the second another, until they stumble into a ditch and break their neck. Likewise, two contrary thoughts cannot long abide in a man's mind, or he will become the weak-willed and subject to any heresy. Guess I leave. If I can't jump, I guess I'll just teleport. Oh, that was a mistake. Did not see the dog until it was too late. Did not see the man until it was too late either. I'll never find him up here. Alright, well, it's nothing important in there, just bolts. What of this building? Is there an entrance to this building? Not one that is easily seen. Puppy. Well, he doesn't appear to be guarding anything important.
You're just feeling off, that's all.
It's no use. I'm sick. I can taste blood. It's been days. You know what you have to do.
Stop it! I'll give you my share of elixir.
Nonsense. I don't want to bleed from the eyes and lose my mind. I don't want to spread the plague to anyone else. Don't fall prey to restless hands. I'm asking you to do this because you've known me for so long. Can you do it? Will you?
Yes, my friend. I will. Before you weep. Before you bring down the rest of us.
Thank you.
Turn your back, my friend. Recite the 7 strictures. I will make it fast.
Restrict the wandering eyes that look hither and yonder for some flashing thing that easily catches.
Yeesh. Suppose that's one way to have done it.
What brings calamity in the next?
Oh, not even gonna do anything? Just walk away, leave his body there?
Rat! Damn you!
And then stomp on a rat immediately afterwards.
Think you'll get your own squad after what happened last night?
Yeah, just back to business as usual. The young Prince of Tivia, Lord Nathan Bale, shaking with outrage. How dare you, sir, clothed so in my very home? I should hand you over to the watch, depraved Tivian. Oh, wait, no, I have read this. This is the screenplay. Apprenticeship. Hi, Artificer Bartholomew. I would appreciate it if you would consider promoting me to your apprentice, formally, so that I might work with you full-time. Thank you. Humphrey. Apprenticeship Draft 3. Hi, Artificer. I was visited by Holger himself in my dreams last night. He told me I was to do great works for the Abbey, to cast out darkness where I find it, to help arm my brothers with weapons that reach beyond the physical and into the very heart of the outsider. I think that I am ready for this task. Draft 1. I am sick of mopping your floors and dusting your shelves, all of this in hopes of receiving the crumbs of knowledge that you cast my way. If you think I'm going to wait around forever. Draft 2. This is in regards to my being chosen for the position of your apprentice. If you don't mind, I would appreciate it if you looked at my record of service over the last several months. You will find that I have been first whining, then pleading, then lying, directly challenging one of the edicts. Naughty boy. Well, guess I'll go. Oh, just down the rope like that, eh? Would have been that easy to get in? Oh shoot, there's another charm here. And a charm right below me, too. Oh, and a rune. God, I almost left this place with so many treasures undiscovered. Okay, that does give me a little bit of magic. It's not much, though. Huh. Rat. Call to the spheres. My stomach twisted as the engines of the odd vessel roared louder. It was the creation of Orcado, third prefect from the Academy of Natural Philosophy. He was exhilarated, savoring each of the small craft's undulations. Orcado pulled a lever, and a great gout of smoke surrounded us. The smell of burning whale oil grew unbearable as the machine propelled itself upward. I was too afraid to look through the window, which suddenly didn't feel thick enough. As if knowing my thoughts, Overseer Bryn looked at me and smiled. Recite some of the litany, my pupil. It will protect your heart from the turpitude of the void on our way to the outer spheres. Vengeance. Hiding place. Day 15, month of Timber. I managed to steal away one of the charms they were smashing in Warehouse A. Smashing them! Such beautiful and powerful things, and my brothers have no idea. They'll never find me back here, though. Nobody ever comes back here. I can brick up the door, and they'll never find me. It's all mine. And then you, what, died of starvation? Didn't even do a particularly great job of bricking it over. Charm over there, rune over there. Nobody in that room. Woo! Where is the door, though? Unless they'd prefer I just break the window.
doubt the effectiveness of Holger's device, or the mathematical beauty of the music itself. We've seen it in action against the forbidden practices too many times to deny it. But the question no one wishes to ask is the incantation itself black magic? The boxes are priceless, but what's inside?
Exploding hounds. Bartholomew, I've seen the harnesses you've been devising in that workshop of yours. If you plan to strap explosives to my precious hounds and make living bombs out of them, you can count me out of your plan. I'm the master of the hounds here, and without my training, they'll never do as you request. Signed, Houndmaster Wharton. The ancient music. Throughout the natural world, there are ripples that we can barely perceive with our senses. An ancient music permeating everything as a fundamental structural rule. Through it, you can work wonders without violating the natural world or begging favors from unfriendly spirits. Throughout my studies, I have found a 17-note scale derived from this phenomenon, and within the right equipment, those notes allow for astonishing effects. Not the least of these is the ability to calm the turbulence originating in the void, which we attribute to the outsider. Music box. Overseer Humphrey, I left you a copy of the ancient music so you might familiarize yourself with the principles I'm employing in this latest variation of Holger's device, or the music box as the men call it. As you should know, it produces harmonies that render heretical energies or magic inert through counterbalancing mathematical principles. Read the book and then make yourself useful by finding us some subjects to test it on. This city is choked with corruption and superstition, so I trust you won't have to look far. Signed, High Artificer Bartholomew. So this stops me from being able to use my magic, eh? Well, that's a terrible racket. Replacement valve. Humphrey, would you see to it that the valve gets installed in that little supply depot by the loading docks? The men have been grumbling about this thing for what must be months now, as if there were anything of value on the other side of that door it's supposed to open. Keep quelling problems like this for me, and you just might make apprentice. Signed, High Artificer Bartholomew. Is this to that door that I've already been through? The Metaphysica Mysterium. It is said that we should not sully our hands when combating the forces of the void. My studies have been deemed heretical by my brothers, but the rewards have been invaluable. I have harnessed the same energies employed by the outsider and his accursed followers while avoiding their corruption. I will prescribe a twofold method in this text. Indirection. As the unwholesome powers of the outsider use living flesh as a conduit, we can avoid being tainted by using the flesh of others instead. Containment. By using channels and barriers, we can focus these void energies in a raw state, shielding them from the perverse perspectives of the outsider. So they're using what is probably just like flesh batteries to power stuff like the Wall of Light and Arc pylons. Concerning the crossbows. Campbell, we initially thought it a great find when we came across some of the crossbows that the assassins had been using to harry our patrols. The models we found, however, have proven lacking. Dowd's men have greater accuracy and range, and I swear theirs reload faster. I'm recommending that we stick with pistols and sabers and count this as a lesson in where our strengths lie. Sincerely, High Artificer Bartholomew. Yeah! My crossbow's great and yours sucks. Test firing range. Where'd that valve go? Ah, there you are. I'll just leave it down there in case I need it. Ow. Gotta keep my eyes open. Oh, it was on the ground, that's why. Rats. That is a lot of rats. Time for one of these. I got most of them. Probably enough that they won't swarm me now. Bone charm situation. I was asked, should we not tolerate the possession of simple bone charms among the populace? Surely there is a trivial matter, merely a cultural practice seen across the Isles. Not as terrible as the creation and coveting of more complex occult runes? Such an insidious question. This foolish distinction weakens our mission, while the stench of the outsider grows thick around us. Perhaps, as some claim, our ancestors tolerated these cursed practices during the times before our modern empire arose, to ease the lives of the lowliest serfs as they paved the roads to civilization. But there is no excuse for witchery in this brighter industrial age. Having educated the trials of many heretics myself, I swear that their eyes, as the clarity of pain took their lives, were grateful to be liberated. Woo. More tools. Trevor, we're going to need another shipment of tools to destroy these accursed bone charms. Though we managed to break down over a dozen last month, there are more coming in from all over Bristol, and the things are remarkably resilient. Edgar. Alright. I believe that's everything. So is this intended to do something about that blast door over there? I did it. Don't really need to, though. Well, I guess it's time to leave. Oh. Wow, that is a very high jump.
Corvo, is that you?
I'm a-comin'. Yep.
Hey, Corvo. It's Samuel. I'm here. From the way I hear it, Campbell lived a pretty posh life. Maybe it's not my place to say, but men of the faith shouldn't live like barons.
Mm-mm.
Are you ready to go?
Yes, take me back to the Hound Pits pub.
Okay, let's go.
Didn't kill anyone. I was detected, unfortunately. I found all of the things of value and like over 50% of the money. It's the high ticket items that are really important, I think, though. I don't really care as much about cash, so long as I've got enough to maintain my lifestyle.
Admiral Havelock and Lord Pendleton are in the courtyard. I expect they'll want to congratulate you.
They, doing some target practice? Well, save my game here. And, we will call it there for the night. Oh. Well, I probably spent more time on that mission than I really needed to. Check, like, 4 hours later. Ah, well, I was enjoying myself, and there was a lot to do. I just gotta get adjusted to the pace of these missions and how easy it is to actually navigate around the levels. I kind of misjudged how hard things were gonna be, but yeah, now that I've got the ability to just kind of like zip around wherever I want and look through walls and occasionally turn into a rat, I was hoping that one to be a little more useful, but I had a suspicion that like, I could use this to just brazenly scurry through the front line of some building, but unless I know where I'm going, then I don't want to risk popping back up into Corvo in the middle of 4 guards and a bunch of attack hounds. But yeah, hopefully we'll be moving around at a faster pace next time, although I can't do anything about hunting down valuables and reading all of the little notes, because there's so much stuff to read in this game. Alright, well, thank you very much for stopping by. We will be back here again on Monday for some more Dishonored. Until then, though, take care and have yourselves a good night.